over here at Black Dragon Canyon with my boy Matt Lauer, talking about drones, losing footage, and what not to do when you go camping. So right now we're waiting for a drone to calibrate, and last night we were dumping some footage, and I totally did not check my memory card before I formatted because I thought I was so confident about it. Ended up losing half a day worth of content. What's your experience been like losing footage, and how did that happen? How do you prevent it now?
Well, I've certainly had my share of issues with that. The first time I really lost any data, I had my, I thought I'd uploaded my photos and just, I guess, put the wrong card in the camera and formatted it, and that was everything for a day. Fortunately enough, that was not a paid shoot, it was not a professional gig, so it wasn't really a huge deal, but it was still a pretty cool opportunity that got missed because of that. And then on top of that, backup, because in the last 3 weeks on this road trip I've been on, I've had 2 external hard drives fail. Fortunately enough, I haven't lost anything because I have backups, and I'm proactive about that, but it's one of those things you never really want to experience firsthand. If you can learn from other people's mistakes, it's invaluable.
Yeah, I thought I would come on this trip and go super minimalistic, just bring absolutely what I need. I just brought 2 SD cards, my camera, my tripod, and that was it. And now I'm deeply regretting not bringing a hard drive to back up to. So what's your experience been like with the drone, and any tips for some people looking to get some drones for their travels or their work?
I mean, my advice on drones is worry about your budget before you worry about what drone you're getting. I mean, it's one of those things you really want to practice with something that you can afford to lose before you spend big bucks on a major piece of equipment. And now they're getting so portable and so small and so affordable that you can really get into the market for $500, and have a really reasonable piece of equipment. And practice makes perfect, and obviously abide by all your local regulations and laws, and just be safe with it because they're really not a toy.
Yeah, I remember my first drone that I got was a couple of years ago, and I must have dropped $3,000 on it, and I literally crashed it on my first flight, and then just went down the drain $3,000. Luckily, there's so much more cheaper now. You can afford to some degree to break your first one. You know what I mean? But now I have a pretty nice drone that I don't really use for travel because it's just not that portable. That's why I really like the Mavic that Matt has, and I can't wait to see the footage that comes off of it. But yeah, I totally agree with that sentiment. Just work with something that's a lot cheaper if you're first getting into drones and whatnot. And ND filters, ND filters have helped so much with drones because they have such tiny little cameras that are not the same as DSLR sensors, and they just don't handle high shutters very well or high ISOs very well. So, but I'm really curious to see what the footage with the Mavic is gonna look like. So yeah, we're gonna head over to, what was it?
San Rafael Swell,
and we'll let y'all know how that goes.
We call it cutting.